Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here. Welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. Um, you've all heard me say before, the enemy of thriving is what? Arriving. The enemy of thriving is arriving. Let me share with you something that I read recently. It actually was posted in a newspaper in 1986. From the mother of Steve Howe. Steve Howe, Howe, was a professional baseball player. He was drafted first round by the Los Angeles Dodgers. He played with them for 5 or 6 years. But over the course of his career, he had been suspended from baseball 7 different times, including a lifetime ban, and then allowed to come back in. He also played for the Yankees. A phenomenal pitcher, rookie of the year, won most valuable player. But he had over and over again, he kept falling back on his addictions. And his mom wrote a letter. So this was in 1980, right in the middle of it all. And here's what the letter said. She said, "It's easy to place blame where there is no blame. We have 5 children, and of those, 1 is a cocaine addict. I would die for my kids, but I will not take the blame for his addiction any more than his father should. You know what I think Steve's problem is? Everything he ever said he wanted to do, he's done. He's any ordinary kid who got everything he ever wished for. All his dreams came true, and it wasn't enough." You know, I admire Steve's mom for having the courage to write that, probably understanding choice and agency, understanding attribution of accountability, getting it where it's deserved. But reflecting on Steve's situation, I ponder whether someone ever showed Steve his potential, showed him the impact that he could have made given who he was and to whom he belonged. I wonder if he ever dreamed of serving others, something that went beyond him, like we see many people do in all corners of the world today. Such a dream would have been a noble expression of his abilities. But while dreams, wishes, and desires matter, they don't guarantee success. When you think about it, true achievement is born from our daily efforts, not dreams that utilize our unique abilities, our capabilities to seize the opportunities while they're still within reach. It's a good thing to be a Major League Baseball player. Football, basketball, doesn't matter. But there are some major objectives that are more important than baseball or basketball or any other sport. Early on April 28th, 2006, Steve Howe was driving through the California desert and crashed his truck and pronounced dead at the scene. He was only 48 years old. The enemy of thriving is arriving. But what if there were 2 words that could have saved Steve? First of all, let's talk about some truths that surrounded him and surrounded his story. One of those truths would be that happiness, first of all, happiness, it's fleeting, but happiness is not something that we pursue. Happiness is something that ensues. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. Too often we let yesterday hold tomorrow hostage. Don't let yesterday hold tomorrow hostage. Let yesterday be your teacher. Everything you've done informs everything you do. Everything you've done informs everything you do. Wisdom comes only from your past. And don't believe for 1 second that you're stressed because you're doing too much. Think about it. Most of the time you're stressed because you're not doing those things that make you feel most alive. And then finally, lead without finish lines. Embrace accomplishments and failures as milestones. Now, imagine if Steve Howe had learned the power of 2 words, and he put it right on the back end of every wish or every dream that he had. Everything that he so-called accomplished, like his mother said, if he had put those 2 words at the end of every sentence. I want to be a Major League Baseball player so that, and immediately that opens up the future to them. Why? What difference would it make? What difference would it make to people? Wouldn't it be better to say, I want to be a Major League Baseball player so that I can help people see the benefit of hard work, so I can lead a life that can make people do, instead of saying, I want to be a Major League Baseball player, and then you arrive? Then what? But if you put the word so that opens up your future. Something that will inspire you to get through the toughest of times. So it's just simple 2 words. Don't put an endpoint. You can keep going deeper and deeper. You can go so that, in order to, you can keep going deeper with it. But imagine if you just put so that behind every dream, every wish, every goal, every milestone that you set, then you've always got that bigger future to look forward to, and you won't arrive. Let's make this week meaningful. Share this. Share these thoughts. Share what you're thinking. Bless the lives of others. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.